Is it too forward for me to ask when will we see the sun again?
Sometime in June. Yeah, it's going to be a little while. So yeah, let's talk about the weather impacts over the next few days. All has to do with rain, and with rain comes the clouds. We're not seeing a whole lot of that sun. Now we'll get a little bit of it as we head into the weekend, and all it takes is a little sun to create a sunburn. But let's talk about Wednesday, Thursday first, as we are dealing with a low pressure system bringing rounds of showers to the area. And here's that low that we're talking about here on Exact Track 4D. And so that rain draping the northern tier of that low and north of that frontal system that's just south of the state line. So we have a northerly flow of that rain right now. So that's now pushing right along the I-69 corridor. So Lapeer up towards Sandusky, still dealing with some of that light rain. But as far as Macomb County, if you were in Mount Clemens or south, you're drying things out. Northern half of Macomb County still dealing with a little bit of rain. Otherwise, temperatures are on either side of 50. This is a live look at Mount Clemens where I said we're drying things out, and you can see that the roads are dry. So that's verification of that from radar. But we are on either side of 50 with an easterly wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So getting the kids out the door for the bus stop today, you still want the rain gear. They might not need the umbrella open while they stand there this morning as we're lifting that rain to the north, but they could need it for the walk home as they're dropped off this afternoon, as we'll continue with those off and on chances. So temperatures will only be rising to about 56 today. So not a huge swing in temperatures. A little breezy at times might make it feel a little cooler as well. So clouds and radar, showers lifting, but you can see how some of that rain starts to fill in on the east side, especially by mid-afternoon, and then we have more of that scattered variety off and on throughout the day. After sunset, looking like we could have a few moderate to heavier downpours, especially for folks that are south of M59, so heart of the metro area. And then we'll push that out by daybreak tomorrow, but we're not done with the rain. Now, what I do want to point out is the rain come tomorrow throughout the day will be coming in out of the north, and it has to do with how that low is pushed to the east with the counterclockwise rotation. So instead of creeping in from the south, pushing north, it's going to be an opposite direction, and so we will be holding on to chances even into the pre-dawn hours of Friday. But we'll dry things out throughout the day Friday, but we're still only looking at upper 50s as we round out the week. Now that upper level track of that low, keeping those moisture chances in over the next few days for the southern half of lower Michigan. So there's that low as it pushes off to the east. Worth pointing out that we're on the back edge of that, so that's bringing that north to south motion as we head into portions of your Thursday, maybe even into the early part of Friday. So the Memorial Day weekend forecast is shaping up to be a bit drier, and we have a gradual warming trend, still below average, but we're talking close to 70. Right now, Monday, I'm going to say is partly sunny with just a slight chance of a shower. We do get closer to average, though, as we start to go into June, and you'll see that warming trend on the tail end of the 7-day, back to the low 70s by Tuesday of next week.